Hello, my name is Jiso and I'm reading Master Dōgen's Shōbōgenzō, and we're on Shin Fukatoku, the latter, chapter 19, Mind Cannot Be Grasped. We've reached paragraph 105 in the Nishijima Cross edition. The Dharma of our great teacher Shakyamuni is never akin to the ghosts of wild foxes, the two vehicles, non-Buddhists and the like. Still, venerable patriarchs through the ages have each researched this story and their discussions have survived. A monk asks Joshu, "Why does Sanzo not see where the national master is the third time?" Joshu says, "He does not see because the national master is right on Sanzo's nostrils." Another monk asks Gensa, "If the national master is already on Sanzo's nostrils, why does Sanzo not see him?" Gensa says, "Simply because of being enormously close." Kaitan says, "If the national master is right on Sanzo's nostrils, what difficulty could Sanzo have in seeing him? Above all, it has not been recognized that the national master is inside Sanzo's eyeballs." On another occasion, Gensar challenges Sanzo with these words, "You, say, have you seen at all, even the first 2 times? Seko Ken says, "I am defeated, I am defeated." On still another occasion, a monk asks Kaiozan, "Why is it that the third time, though Sanzo takes a while, he does not see where the national master is?" Kaiozan says, "The first 2 times the master's mind is wandering in external circumstances. Then he enters the samadhi of receiving and using the self, and so Sanzo does not see him." These 5 venerable patriarchs are all precise, but they have passed over the national master's conduct by only discussing Sanzo's failure to know the third time. They seem to permit that he knew the first 2 times. This is the ancestors' oversight, and students of later ages should know it. Kosho's present doubts about the 5 venerable patriarchs are twofold. First, they do not know the national master's intention in examining Sanzo. Second, they do not know the national master's body and mind. Now, the reason I say that they do not know the national master's intention in examining Sanzo is as follows. First, the national master says, "Tell me where the old monk is just now." The intention expressed here is to test whether or not Sanzo has ever known the Buddha Dharma. At this time, if Sanzo has heard the Buddha Dharma, he would study according to the Buddha Dharma the question, "Where is the old monk just now?" Studied according to the Buddha Dharma, the national master's "Where is the old monk now?" asks, "Am I at this place? Am I at that place? Am I in the supreme state of Bodhi? Am I in Prajna Paramita? Am I suspended in space? Am I standing on the earth? Am I in a thatched hut? And am I in the place of treasure?" Sanzo does not recognize this intention, and so he vainly offers views and opinions of the common man, the 2 vehicles, and the like. The national master asks again, "Tell me where this old monk is just now." Here Sanzo offers useless words. The national master asks yet again, "Tell me where this old monk is just now," whereupon Sanzo takes a while, but says nothing, his mind baffled. Then the national master scolds Sanzo, saying, "You ghost of a wild fox, where is your power to know others' minds?" Thus chided, Sanzo still has nothing to say for himself. Having considered the episode carefully, the ancestors all think that the national master is now scolding Sanzo because even if Sanzo knows where the national master was the first 2 times, he does not know the third time. This is not so. The national master is scolding Sanzo outright for being nothing but the ghost of a wild fox and never having seen the Buddha Dharma even in a dream. The national master has never said that Sanzo knew the first 2 times, but not the third time. His criticism is outright criticism of Sanzo. The national master's idea is, first, to consider whether or not it is possible to call the Buddha Dharma the power to know others' minds. Further, he thinks, if we speak of the power to know others' minds, we must take others in accordance with the Buddha's truth. We must take mind in accordance with the Buddha's truth. And we must take the power to know in accordance with the Buddha's truth. But what this Sanzo is saying now does not accord with the Buddha's truth at all. How could it be called the Buddha Dharma? These are the thoughts of the National Master. The meaning of him testing is as follows. Even if Sanzo says something the third time, if it is like the first two times, contrary to the principles of the Buddha Dharma and contrary to the fundamental intention of the National Master, it must be criticized. When the National Master asks 3 times, he is asking again and again whether Sanzo has been able to understand the National Master's words. The second doubt, that the 5 venerable patriarchs do not know the body and mind of the National Master, is namely that the body and mind of the National Master cannot be known and cannot be penetrated by scholars of the Tripitaka. It is beyond the attainment of bodhisattvas at the 10 sacred stages and the 3 clever stages, and it is beyond clarification by bodhisattvas at the place of assignment of or in the state of balanced awareness. So how could the common man Sanzo know it? We must clearly determine the truth of this principle. If people purport, that's a lot of P's, if people purport that even Sanzo might know or might attain to the body and mind of the National Master, it is because they themselves do not know the body and mind of the National Master. If we say that people who have got the power to know others' minds can know the National Master, then can the 2 vehicles also know the National Master? That is impossible. People of the 2 vehicles can never arrive at the periphery of the National Master. Nowadays, many people of the 2 vehicles have read the sutras of the Great Vehicle, but even they cannot know the body and mind of the National Master. Further, they cannot see the body and mind of the Buddha Dharma, even in a dream. Even if they seem to read and recite the sutras of the Great Vehicle, we should clearly know that they are totally people of the small vehicles. In sum, the body and mind of the National Master cannot be known by people who are acquiring mystical powers or getting practice and experience. It might be difficult even for the National Master to fathom the body and mind of the National Master. Why? Because his conduct has long been free of the aim of becoming Buddha, and so even the Buddha's eye could not glimpse it. His leaving and coming have far transcended the nest and cannot be restrained by nets and cages. Now, I would like to examine and defeat each of the 5 venerable patriarchs. Joshu says that because the National Master is right on Sanzo's nostrils, Sanzo does not see. What does this comment mean? Such mistakes happen when we discuss details without clarifying the substance. How could the National Master be right on Sanzo's nostrils? Sanzo has no nostrils. Moreover, although it does not appear that the means are present for the National Master and Sanzo to look at each other, there is no way for them to get close to each other. Clear eyes will surely affirm that this is so. Gensar says, simply because of being enormously close. Certainly, his enormously close can be left as it is, but he misses the point. What state does he describe as enormously close? What object does he take to be enormously close? Gensar has not recognized enormous closeness and has not experienced enormous closeness. In regard to the Buddha Dharma, he is the furthest of the far. Kaiozan says, the first 2 times the Master's mind is wandering in external circumstances. Then he enters the samadhi of receiving and using the self, and so Sanzo does not see him. Though Kaiozan's Though Kaiozan's acclaim as a little Shakyamuni echoes on high, even in the western heavens, he is not without such wrongness. If he is saying that when people see each other, they are inevitably wondering in external circumstances, then there would seem to be no instance of Buddhist patriarchs seeing each other, and he would appear not to have studied the virtues of affirmation and becoming Buddha. If he is saying that Sanzo, the first two times, was really able to know the place where the national master was, I must say that Kaiozan does not know the virtue of a single bristle of the national master's hair. Gensa demands, have you seen at all, even the first two times? This one utterance, have you seen at all, seems to say what needs to be said, but it is not right because it suggests that Sanzo's seeing is not like seeing. Hearing the above, Zen master Seko Mayokaku says, I am defeated, I am defeated. When we see Gensa's words as the truth, we should speak like that. When we do not see them as the truth, we should not speak like that. Kaitan says, if the national master is right on Sanzo's nostrils, what difficulty would Sanzo have in seeing him? Above all, it has not been recognized that the national master is inside Sanzo's eyeballs. This again discusses only the third time. It does not criticize Sanzo as he should be criticized for not seeing the first two times as well. How could Kai know that the national master is on Sanzo's nostrils or in Sanzo's eyeballs? Every one of the 5 venerable patriarchs is blind to the virtue of the national master. It is as if they have no power to discern the truth of the Buddha Dharma. Remember, the national master is just a Buddha through all the ages. He has definitely received the authentic transmission of the Buddha's right Dharma eye treasury. Scholars of the Tripitaka, teachers of commentaries, and others of all the small vehicles do not know the limits of the national master at all, and the proof of that is here. The proof to know others' minds, as it is discussed in the small vehicles, should be called the power to know others' ideas. To have thought that a small vehicle scholar of the Tripitaka with the power to know others' minds might be able to know a single bristle or half a bristle of the national master's hair is a mistake. We must solely learn that a small vehicle scholar of the Tripitaka is totally unable to see the situation of the virtue of the national master. If Sanzo knew where the national master was the first 2 times, but he did not know the third time, he would possess ability which is 2/3 of the whole, and he would not deserve to be criticized. If he were criticized, it would not be for a total lack of ability. If the national master denounced such a person, who could believe in the national master? The national master's intention is to criticize Sanzo for completely lacking the body and mind of the Buddha Dharma. The 5 venerable patriarchs have such incorrectness because they completely fail to recognize the conduct of the national master. For this reason, I have now let the Buddha's teaching of the mind cannot be grasped be heard. It is hard to believe that people who are not able to penetrate this one Dharma could have penetrated other Dharmas. Nevertheless, we should know that even the ancestors have made such mistakes that they are to be seen as mistakes. On one occasion, a monk asks the national master, "What is the mind of eternal Buddhas?" The national master says, "Fences, walls, tiles, and pebbles." This is also mind cannot be grasped. On another occasion, a monk asks the national master, "What is the constant and abiding mind of the Buddhas?" The national master says, "Fortunately, you have met an old monk's palace visit. Fortunately, you have met an old monk's palace visit. This is also mastery of the state of mind which cannot be grasped." The god Indra, on another occasion, asks the national master, "How can we be free from becoming?" The national master says, "Celestial one, you can be free from becoming by practicing the truth." The god Indra asks further, What is the truth? The National Master says, mind in the moment is the truth. The god Indra says, what is mind in the moment? Pointing with his finger, the National Master says, this place is the stage of prajna, that place is the net of pearls. The god Indra does prostrations. In conclusion, in the orders of the Buddhas and the patriarchs, there is often discussion of the body and of the mind in the Buddha's truth. When we learn them both together in practice, the state is beyond the thinking and the perception of the common man and sages and saints. So we must master in practice, mind cannot be grasped. Shōbōgenzō Shin Fukatoku, written at Kosho Horinji Temple on a day during the summer retreat in the second year of Ninja. Thank you for listening.